Hey, there I am. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to On Track Tuesday, the last Tuesday of January. It is the 27th of January, 2026. Um, wow, where'd the month go? I feel like I just did my show in the end of December. Well, here we are. So I just hope everybody's surviving Snowmeggedin. It was actually pretty bad. For once, they were pretty right about the snow. Um, we're pretty used to it here where I'm at. Um, However, I know a lot of areas, especially in the south, got hit pretty heavy. Montana Northern, I know we did a little video about. He's in, I think, the Nashville area. A lot of ice. He was showing all the ice on his trees, and I guess a tree fell on his layout building, so he's going to have to tear the layout down and probably rebuild the building. But so that's unfortunate. Sorry, I'm trying to get these trains running. But anyways, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. Let's see. Let's go back up to the top, I guess. Welcome to Kerley Express. There you go, Dwight. Hey, Dwight, did you get that package yet? I wonder if it got delayed because of the weather. Originally, it was supposed to show up on Saturday, then it was saying Monday. So I don't know. Floyd Robbins. How you doing, Floyd? Good evening, Lynn. McCurdy, how are you? There's my buddy Chris. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah. Emperor Rails, hope everything's okay with you guys down there. I don't know what kind of weather y'all got, but I think you were expecting some. Ronald, good evening. Well, it's so weird. I'm so used to doing the morning show on Thursdays. I keep wanting to say good morning instead of good evening. Steve Childers, there's one of our On Track Tuesday guys. Second Tuesday of the month. Good evening, Steve. James, Dundas Junction. How are you? You guys are all in here before I even went up. Let's see. One of those space jets from the Skunk Works just flew over Reynolds' house. Oh, I bet it does. Bernard, nothing on the layout, but I did play some REO and listen to Riding the Storm Out. Does that count? Sure does. Let's see, Jim's got anywhere from 12 to 20 inches. Yeah, we got probably a good foot and a half here, easily. Not to mention we had already gotten one of my hairs is tickling my nose. On that weekend of the 15th, 16th, we hit pretty hard that weekend on my birthday. Snowed all day on my birthday, and I was off that. I had a long weekend, so it was nice. I just watched the snow. It was nice. Went down to Pappy's house on Friday the 16th. The wife and I went and saw a sneak peek of everything that you guys haven't seen yet. So keep in tune with Pappy. He's got a lot of good stuff coming up. He just put out a update video, but I'm going to tell you, he's not kidding when he tells you he's behind on his videos. So that area looks really good. All right, let's see. Let me get caught up. There's Pappy, speaking of the devil. Just got home. We'll listen for a bit before I can chat. That's all right, Pappy. I'll be behind for the first half an hour anyways. But that's beautiful, man. I really do. I've been out to California since the early 90s. It was beautiful then. It's a pretty state. Some crazy people living there. Crazy people living everywhere, I guess. Can't even say that. Goofballs everywhere. Hey, Derek Wimberly. How are you, Derek? I haven't seen you in a minute. Yeah. Cool your jets there. Corral. Hot dog pilot Andy. How you doing, Andy? Now, is it morning for you over there? No, it'd be, you're 5 hours, so you're looking at just after midnight, right? Somewhere there. Around midnight-ish. CLL, how you doing, Darren? See Bernard. I was probably watching bikinis on the beaches. Weather looks good this way. I actually got quite a bit done last weekend. My last update video, I said of where I was going to move on to next. I'm going to give you a little peek of that. I will do an actual update video on it, but I'm going to show it off here. These cameras, you don't get the best view of everything. I have 3 cameras on the area, so hopefully you'll get a good idea of what's going on. All right, let's see here. Let's get caught up. There's Chris. Hey, how was the weather and everything up there? I know a lot of you guys went up to Amherst. Looked like a pretty good show. Scale Trains put out an announcement. Nothing really I was all that interested in. Some more, I guess, rebuilt Gevos, or what do they call them, WebTech now. Me, I pre-ordered a couple. I may keep them, I may not. But if you don't, that's the thing with the pre-orders. If you think you might want something, you got to pre-order the doggone thing. Because if you don't, then you miss out on the pre-order if you end up wanting it. So anyways, I didn't think they had the best of announcements. Although they did announce some nice coal hoppers, more modern, I think they're more modern than the Bethcons, but just in a rivet counter. And I'm not going to spend that kind of money. Plus, I don't really run coal. I had that nice coal train you guys saw. It cost me a fortune to replace that with these. So I don't really have that big of an interest in doing it. Miles, how you doing, man? Good to see you. Good day, Dave, and everyone. Oh, man, that's awesome. Stu Structures, how are you, sir? What is this snow issue? Be quiet. Would you guys get a little cool breeze over the weekend? It's still snowing. It snowed all day yesterday. Not like it did over the weekend, but it finally stopped, last night. And then we had kind of on and off squalls all day today. Hi, Brad. Good to see you in here. So, yeah, I think it finally was supposed to move out of here, but I think we got some more coming, at some point. There's Pete. Pete, man, I appreciate all your awesome comments, man. I'm really grateful for all you guys, but I mean, just still amazes me that guys like to watch this show and this channel. Stormy Sky Productions, how are you guys? Thanks for popping in. Dave BNS. Hope everyone is surviving this messy weather. Glad I skipped Arizona. Yeah, I bet you are. You guys didn't get any of this stuff, did you? I think it was mostly like Texas, Oklahoma, and all through the plains and up to the East Coast, like all the way through, I think, parts of Georgia and that, all the way across. People got hammered, some 800,000 out of power at one time. Wow. That's all that ice, man. It's so cold here, the snow is pretty fluffy. It was real fine, not fluffy like big flakes, real fine. But it wasn't super heavy. So we didn't really have any down power lines. Now, the winds are picking up. We had a lot of blowing today, so I don't know. But yeah, all that ice. Like I said, go check out Montana Northern. I think that's his channel, Northern Montana Northern. His building got hit with a tree. I mean, the ice on the branches is like, I don't know, half an inch or so thick. That's a lot of weight, man. A lot of weight on them trees. He said this is the 3rd or 4th time trees falling on that building. I think he needs to move the building. I think I'd rebuild it there. Nice mug. Yes, it is. Coffee tastes that much better in it. Of course, on my Tuesday show, I throw a little decaf in there, a little unleaded. I got to go to bed. you know, most of the time the caffeine doesn't bother me, but get them, Grandpa Rails. But I still switch over to decaf usually in the evening just because I like the taste of coffee. If you guys haven't noticed. So I pretty much drink it all the time. I try to get a glass of water in here and there too, but you know, I didn't look today. Oh, tomorrow when I head to town. Okay. You're talking about the package. Yeah, it said originally Saturday and then it said Monday. So I don't know, maybe with the weather and stuff. It's nothing spectacular, just something I thought you could make use of. So let me know. I'll make sure you got it. That's all. Didn't even get rain. Sun was the only thing this weekend. Well, good. Most of us can't say that. There's Anthony. How you doing? How'd you fare over there? Did you guys get a lot in Maryland? The melting has begun. Oh yeah. Well, I got icicles like you wouldn't believe. It's freezing cold here. It's supposed to go down below zero tonight. And I know it's supposed to be like a high of, I don't know, 8 or something, 8 or 10 tomorrow. But I'll tell you what, I really see how bad my insulation is in the house. Damn icicles, man. A couple inches of ice, yeah. Yeah, you can get that ice, man. I'll take the snow all day over the ice. Yeah, it was like a level 3 on Saturday. Where it ain't supposed to be on the road, just it's an emergency, and then it's downgraded to a level 2, and then it's fine now, but let's see. Finally made it up to Vinny's. Helped a bit on the second level of the layout rebuild. Okay, cool. That's good. I hope he's doing okay. I gotta look and see. I don't know. I haven't gotten an update or a notification on an update in the last couple of weeks. I did catch a couple of his updates there. Glad to see he's getting back into the trains. Hey, Todd Armstrong, how you doing? If I miss any of you guys, I apologize. I'm trying to get caught up here. Kyle Stevens, I'm a 7:04 and it's 7:13, so I got a ways to go. I know it's not like me to be behind. Thank you. It was that last? It was it was the 15th, so it was a week and a half ago, roughly. But thank you. Big double nickels, man. So getting old, man. I'm getting old. Feel pretty good though. Feel pretty good. Just finished breaking up 4-inch ice chunks in the remainder of my driveway. Oh, there you go. Kicking you, I bet you. I bet. 10.5 inches all the way down here in Oklahoma. Yeah. Yeah, my buddy Troy lives in Oklahoma. I can't think of the name of the town now. He's on YouTube, but he doesn't do a lot on YouTube. Trying to find him. I'll tell you the city here in a minute. If I can find him. I thought I had it on here. Apparently not. Boy, this phone went through one of those damn updates. It's kicking my ass. It's terrible. Just terrible. Terrible, I tell you. All right. Hello, Joe Raider, when you get here. Get him there for us. Hey, Wigwag. How you doing, Wigwag? Looks like you guys got a little bit down there in Columbus, too. Pappy is behind. I haven't posted a video since Christmas. I've been focused on my calligraphy art, especially since my doc has told me to really stay off my foot seriously. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you got to get that foot healed up, man. Quit messing around with it and just do what you have to. I mean, the layout will be there. You mess around to the point where you won't be able to even stand up. Be wheelchair bound, man. I don't want that. We don't want that. Thanks, Dave. Appreciate the layout. Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Go over to Pappy's Potluck if you want to see Pappy's snowboarded driveway. That was good. That's a good one too, man. You put that out there yesterday, was it, Pappy? That was a good one. What was the thing with the rock? I didn't see where you got a rock stuck in there. It said something about a rock got stuck. Maybe it was down when you were at the end of the driveway and I missed it. He texted me. He goes, I know you like to watch grass cutting videos and power washing videos and stuff. He goes, go check out Pappy's Potluck if you want to watch a snow blowing video. Little does you know I watch those kind of videos too. I have eclectic taste. Let's be honest. Most of the time I fall asleep during those videos. I catch the beginning and then maybe in the middle I'll wake up a little, then I'll catch the end of it. A lot of those damn things are an hour long, you know. YouTube Moderators in Huntsville, Alabama, headed there tomorrow. I don't know. Yeah, it's not like you guys usually get hit. I think this is a weird storm. I don't know. For it to hit, what was it, like 900 miles or so or more? Just the path of it? I get anything done out in the shed. It's too cold. Yeah. Yeah, because even if you had just a space here, you'd probably have something for air conditioning for the summer, but anything too cold, a space heater probably wouldn't even do much for it. There's Wilmer. Wilmer. How you doing, buddy? How you fare over there? You guys get a lot over there in the Pittsburgh area? Yeah. Talking about those scale trains, rebuilds. Yeah, you are. Got a lot of bad influences in this community. Anthony's a bad influence. Chris, my buddy Troy. Man, Pappy, he's kind of a bad influence. You guys all like me to spend my money. That's okay. It don't take much to twist my arm, believe me. Flurries today. Yeah, we had just kind of, I don't know, snow, some squalls. Maybe get another inch or two. Maybe an inch, I don't know. But we had a lot of wind, so we got a lot of drifting now because, like I said, the snow was kind of fine and more powdery, you know. Good skiing snow, from what I understand. I never was a skier. I'm not built for skiing. But yeah, a couple of the doctors at work ski. They were talking about the one doctor was just coming back out of like the Finger Lakes area. I don't know where he went exactly. And he said the bad thing was the wind chill and the wind was very cold, but the snow itself was very good for skiing. So you left Saturday night ahead of the weather. That was smart. How was it coming home? When did you come back home? Looked like the show was good, even with the weather. It looked like the turnout was still pretty good, but I don't know. Wiggy waggy. There's Pappy back in here chatting. Yeah, I got a kick out of this snowblowing video, Pappy. That was good. That was a good one. Yeah, because even shoveling, I have a snowplow guy, but I still have to shovel up around the cars and like a path to the garage and the garbage cans and that. So it's still a decent amount of shoveling, and at least it wasn't too heavy. Get rid of a couple of trees, maybe. Are you talking about Montana Northern or just in general? Like I said, I know I'm behind. So like I said, it's more Amtrak's on film, Pappy. Not lately. Okay. I wish I had filmed more when I took that trip in December. It was actually really, really nice. I really enjoyed the train ride and everything. It's cool hanging out with Chris and his brother and dad. Yeah, at least. Not quite 20. Working on it, though. You can be talking about something, I'll be there. There's Joe. He's been in for a good 10 minutes or so now. Hey, Joe. More snow Friday, Saturday in Virginia. Oh, wow. Hey, Derek. It's weird, man. Like I said, half the time I come on here, I end up saying, good morning, welcome to the morning brew, which there won't be a morning brew this week, because I'm on tonight, so I'm not going to go up Thursday. I don't usually. Once in a great while, I will, but I don't usually. All right. He's trying to catch up already. Yeah, I am trying to catch up. Are you shocked? You're not shocked. Look, I don't have a tandem doing this show. It's just me, myself, and I. I haven't anybody keep me in line, keep me on track. Keep me on track Tuesday. You and Robert. Like two girls going to the bathroom. You can't go by yourself. Just kidding. Get him, Grandpa Rails. Yeah, speaking of that, plumber texted me on Christmas. I know it was a month ago. Say Merry Christmas. Sounds like he's doing all right. Still hanging around. I talked to him for a while. I was confused as to who it was. I actually called him somebody else, and he had to straighten me out. I felt bad, but it's been a long time. Let's see, YouTube screwed things up again. I can't see the chat while I'm typing, and it's only on the bottom while it used to be on the right side, and I can see the whole chat while typing. Huh. I don't know. Kingfisher. There you go. I was trying to find the address. I'm sure I have it somewhere. I got a stack of boxes under the layout over there that came from him, just like you. Yeah, I went down there on the 16th. My wife and I went down to see Pappy and his wife, Tammy. I brought all the spoils that we went halvesies on from my buddy Troy in Kingfisher, Oklahoma, as Pappy pointed out there. We went in on a few items. I brought them down there and we did eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You pick one, I'll pick one, and we divvied them up. Yeah, it was at the end of the driveway. Oh, yeah. Oh, no shit. That sucks. Pup's train room. How you doing, Pup? Good to see you in here. I'm way behind. Sorry. You get anything out of that? You're up in Wisconsin, right? Well, maybe it just didn't hit that far. Not out of that storm, anyways. That kind of hit like right along the plains. Like we got probably 14 to 18 inches, I'll bet you. Oh, snow, man. We got about 12, 14 inches on the last storm. It came through. 2,000 miles long. Okay, somewhere I thought I heard it was 900, but I believe you. Your shed's not insulated. I think it is, isn't it? I should video me trying for another heart attack shoveling snow. Honestly, the cold is worse than shoveling. Yeah. Yeah, I should get a snowblower. I used to have a small one, then it kind of crapped out on me, and I never got a new one. I'd like to look at getting one of those brooms, those power brooms, kind of like what they use for landscaping. But it's only going to be good for light stuff. It's not going to work too good on heavy stuff, I don't think. Yeah, we get a good amount of snow in Cleveland here. A normal winter, we get a decent amount of snow. I don't know the exact amount, but it's enough. Like this has been a normal winter. And people are like, "Oh, it's so bad." I'm like, "That's not bad. It's normal." We've just had a lot of like kind of mild winters. Yeah, you do. Don't you have a son-in-law who lives next door? I support didn't do it often. Yeah, I've never done it. I'm always too chicken. I'm afraid of heights, so I was always too chicken. 12 plus with minus 25 wind chill. I haven't left the house since Friday. I don't blame me. Well, if I didn't have to work, I wouldn't. I went Monday, but other than that, I ain't been out of the house. We went. I lied. We went Saturday morning. Usually we do breakfast and we shop and all that stuff on Sunday and get ready for the week. It's kind of our thing on the weekend on Sunday. But we did it on Saturday because it was cold, but the snow wasn't coming in until Saturday afternoon. And it did too. It came in pretty much right on cue. I was really surprised how accurate they were. We're looking to get one of the Scale Train's new U50Cs. Nope, I am not. Not me. No, but that's your son-in-law next door to you. Your daughter and son-in-law. Like in the double house. You have that double house, right? I thought they were right next door to you. Yeah. You got 17 freaking thousand grandkids, man. Get one of the butts over there and shovel for you. You're out there having a heart attack. Passing by. Good evening, my friend. Actually, I'll tell you what, my daughter, she's in London and she's like, wow, I kind of miss snow a little bit. She was up in the Cotswolds. Cotswolds. I think she came back from there today. They took a long weekend. Her and her roommate were like, had a long weekend, I guess, off work. So she's taking advantage of the area, man, trying to travel around, see as much as she can. It's pretty expensive to live there, though. Like, she wouldn't be able to live on her own, I don't think. You shaved your head tonight. I got my hair cut last Thursday. No, Thursday. Yeah, my birthday. Yeah, no. Last Thursday, 22nd. Wow, time flies. Holy mackerel. I was sick, so I missed the one in December, right before Christmas. Because I planned mine out. Because the lady that does my hair is actually my wife's cousin. And she has her own shop and everything. So, hey, John Skokiel, good evening to you, sir. Shockingly enough, I'm behind John. And I was sick, I had that flu and everything. So I missed the appointment. She was going to try to get me in, but she just didn't, with the holidays and everything, she just couldn't really get any openings. By the time I felt better, it was only like a week or so out from my haircut. So I just said, well, I'll just come on my normal date. Not too bad, Chris. 7 minutes is not bad for me. If you guys like to do shit like this, you say hi to one person at a time. What a noise. Look out the window, neighbor out sledgehammering ice. Oh, jeez. Why would you do that? Just let it melt. Is it solid ice? There's no snow on top of it or anything? You kind of got a little bit of a hill on your driveway too, though. A little bit. Well, your road kind of goes downhill, so that wouldn't be good. Hey, Andy, man. How you doing, my man? Brother from another mother. 20 inches of snow here in Mass. Extremely cold. Working for the oil man at the moment. Yeah, no shit. We don't have oil, but I don't. This furnace, I swear to God, it hasn't shut off. I think maybe 15, 20 minutes at a time, and then it kicks back on. And I don't keep it set real high, you know. Um, we kick it down at night because it gets too hot. Probably like low 60s. Then maybe like 65 to 67 during the day. Depends. I don't keep it. It's not the tropics in my house. It's not because I could. I just don't like it that hot. It's more politically correct to have brandy or Irish cream in the afternoon than whiskey during the breakfast show with those temps. Anytime is antifreeze time. Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, I was never a big like alcohol drinker. I was more of a beer guy. I was big on like liquor and whiskey, and anytime I did, I overdid it and tended to get sick. I can't even smell whiskey anymore. I got so sick on whiskey. Oh my god! My wife thought she was going to be taking me in for alcohol poisoning. Oh, I just say I was the smartest guy in town. I mean, we're going back some years, but I still don't like even the smell of it. Now, a rum and coke or something like that, I do enjoy. You know, especially in the summertime. I mean, I like a nice, crisp, light beer, cold as you can get it. In the summer, cut the grass, have a beer from time to time. I'm not drinking every day or nothing like that by any means. All right, guys. Hello, times 10. 24 Celsius, mostly sunny here in Australia today. What is 24 Celsius? I've always was bad with that. Well, good. I'm glad it's nice. You guys are still in summer, right? Summer, or are you going into fall now? No, you're probably still summer. You're like opposite world of us, right? If I'm not mistaken. All right, guys, come on now. If you don't mind, hit that like button. Don't cost nothing. Ask Pappy. Hit that button. Don't cost nothing. Ray Central, how you doing, Ray? Good to see you. Let's see. I have used rubber bands and had them break in my hand. I'm not hanging my fat butt on rubber bands and checking with my head to see if it works. I missed something, Derek. I don't know what that's about. I'm not going to go back. I'm already behind. So if you want to repost whatever that was about. Thanks, JD, for my first Rapido model. They're extremely nice models. Might have to get their passenger cars to go with it. All right. I don't own any Rapido. You can have a couple well cars. Like, you can think about a 6-pack of well cars way back. And that's not a Rapido I have. I think it's a Rapido. I have very little Intermountain stuff, too. A few cars here and there. No locomotives, though. Son-in-law does live next door, and he did help a lot. He's a good man. Okay. All right. Well, make us come and talk to him. Guy's probably 3 times the size of me. Kick my ass. I'm an old man. I wear glasses. Don't hit me. Damn it. Well, good. I'm glad he helped you out. It's tough, man. When you're used to doing all these things yourself and so on and so forth, when you got to rely on other people, it's deflating, I guess. It can be. My 2 teenage granddaughters, the buses were canceled because of the weather, and they hung out with me. Oh, that's nice, John. Nothing wrong with that. Solid ice. Makes it so nice. 12 inches of snow with a half coating of ice on top. Yeah, like a nice birthday cake. A nice icing on top. Stopped in Montreal. Yeah, it's basically stopped here. This is a few squalls. I think it's pretty much out of here now. That was like around 3, 4, 5 o'clock, somewhere in there. It was supposed to be rolling out. Who knows? Probably get some lake effect or something this weekend. Who knows? Anything's possible around here. Hey, Wesley. Good evening, my friend. Just bought my third scale train SD9 Conrail, of course. I didn't know you were a Conrail guy. Just joking. Well, they do look nice. I run modern day, so I mean, with all the stuff I've been buying, with collecting these heritage units and stuff, to buy stuff like that is just kind of, for right now, I got to kind of put a kibosh on that. But they do look nice. I was glad to see they did those. I would like to see them start doing some more modern EMD power, like some SD, maybe 60 rebuilds, 70 rebuilds, the Aces and stuff. I know CSX has been doing a rebuild program on those as well. But they won't. They're so into their Gevo stuff and to make the new molds and dyes or whatever they got to do. You know, they say too many other people have done them, but I don't want them from other people. I want them from Scale Trains. That's the company I like the best. That's who I want to run with. I like that all my locomotives basically run together out of the box. I feel that quality-wise, me personally, I think they do better than like Athearn and Atlas and such. Nothing against those either, but anyways, yes, cold beer and a good steak. We at the end of the day there last Friday, 2 Fridays ago, I guess it was now, almost. We went to Brown Derby, wasn't that the name of it? Had a nice steak, and I got the steak and rib combo. It was good. And a nice cold beer with it. Baked potato is huge, man. Shit. I mean, it was huge. Can you please send the snow to? It is hot. We can send the heat to you. Oh, you say that now, until you get the snow, and then you'll be like, "Damn, it's cold." You blame the whiskey. Oh, well, happy birthday, Ray. 41 today. Wow. Thanks, John. Hey, that's perfect weather. 75 degrees. I'll take it. Take that all year round. Not too hot, not too cold. Especially if the humidity is low. Like September, October, early October. That's the best. Fall is the best time of year. September, October, or at least up here. I think that's the best time of the year as far as temperatures and weather. All right. I'm never going to get caught up. I'm coming to this conclusion. I'm not going to get caught up. So, was your mom's birthday, Wesley? We'll tell your mom happy birthday. Better ice on top than the bottom. That's a good point. I think I have to agree with you there. Hey, Dave, I see you got a church now up above your shoulder. I do. I got to find somewhere to put that. I got a lot of buildings that I built that I thought I was going to be able to use like up in my town, and then didn't work out the way I wanted it to. So, like, that's more like a country style church. I should have bought the brick one. The brick one would have made more sense in town. In my mind, my mind's goofy. I would have rather had the brick one for in the town of Deschler, but that'll get used. It'll get used. I got plenty of use. If you watch my layout tour, you see a lot of areas I got a lot of work to do. Carolina Foothills, how you doing there, Dave? Good evening to you. Yeah, that's a Walters kit. You know, just about everything I have is Walters or Rick's. You know, some stuff I do modifications on. Some stuff I don't. Listen. Stand by. Ever just hear that something doesn't sound right? Sorry about that. U50C looks mighty tempting. It's a cool looking locomotive. I'm not a UP guy, but it's pretty cool looking. How old is that? Like, when was that a thing? Like, what's the era that used of that locomotive? A lot of dust. You get to working on the layout and you kick up all kinds of dust. Make a mess of things. All right. A little fine brush out here. It has nice, fine, soft bristles. So there's the, for you, Andy, there's the church you were asking about. That's a Walder's church. Nice little church. I'm going to put it out somewhere. Maybe do a little wedding scene or a funeral scene. I do have like a wedding. I think I have a wedding. Maybe it's a funeral. I don't know. But I think it'd be kind of cool. A country church out somewhere. So, 2 Heritage Locos, New York Central, and Conroe waiting on the 3rd Pan Am. Yeah. Yeah, well, I'm working on the whole collection. I need the last set of pre-orders will give me all the ones I've made so far. So I have all the ones I've made up to this point. I think the last 6 are on pre-order. So that's supposed to be in the summer, late spring or summer. The scale trains Norfolk Southern GEAC 44C6M. That's a lot of letters. Pre-order. This will be my 3rd from them. Yeah, I mean, I really like them. King Fox Junction. Good evening. I really do like scale trains. I like the products. Center Mountain Rolling Stock. They had the best covered hoppers back when I was buying a lot. They have a lot of details at Intermountain. Very, very good details. I have a few. I don't have a whole lot of them. Rolling stock, I tend to go a little bit, I don't want to say cheaper, but I guess cheaper. I don't know how else to word it. Like, I'm not as concerned like with the rivet counter, or the Genesis or whatever you want to call it on the rolling stock so much. Locomotives, I'm a little more particular on. The rolling stock, you have so many cars, One of these days, I'll actually count these damn things up. And King Fox Junction, I just gave you a wrench, buddy. Yeah. The Pan Am. That's the last one that CSX has bought up, right? They bought them up in the 2020s, right? Not that long ago. W68. Can't stay long. Just wanted to hop on and say thanks for the recent layout tour. Ah, you're welcome, Rick. Thanks for popping in. That's okay. You can't stay long, but that's okay. I see you don't have a wrench, though. I can find you in here. I don't know why you don't have a wrench. Now you do. David, F&B Railroad. How you doing, David? Thanks for coming in. I am way behind. I'm not going to get to even show you guys what I want to show you tonight just because I started up. I don't know how I started out so far behind. I guess because I go back to the beginning. And you start from the top, and start saying hi to everybody from the top. So I wonder if that's partly why. Jim Tedesco, that was funny. No, it's not another mail call. Jim and your mail calls, man. You can catch Jim on Thursdays, 6 p.m. Short line Thursday, for those of you that are not aware. I'm pretty sure most of you guys already know, and you go in there, hang out with Jim on Thursday evening, late afternoon, evening. Oh, you printed it, Curly? That's neat. Some things look good printed, some things not so much. I feel like it's getting definitely better. Next day I have a church in my next area, the railroad being completed. Are you doing that upper part where that farm area and stuff's at? Like on your, I don't know, your big circle turnaround area? I don't know that's not really a helix or anything there, is it? I know I have 5 scale train locos, but maybe more that I don't recall. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to count them. Like I said, that video I did with the roster update, that's all the locomotives I have, I think. I think I have a Broadway Limited. It's kind of needs some work. I forgot about that one, but that's in this box. I can put that back in the box to keep it safe. I forgot about that one. It's an AC 6000 CSX YN2 paint. This one has a smoke unit. I got to send it back in again. Stupid Broadway Limited. Up here we have Norfolk Southern running a double stack both ways daily on the CSX rails. From Airmass to connection in Eastville, New York, and up to Chicago. It comes right by me that if it's going to Chicago from you. I miss Mike. Hey, Mikey. How you doing up there, man? You survived the weather? David, you don't have a wrench? No, you do, Dave. F&B Railroad. I give you a standard moderator. You got a wrench. Made a home last night. Where were you? Oh, did you go to Amherst? Did Otter Valley go down? Did you go down and work with him? All right, I'm caught up. See you next time. Just kidding. All right, so because the weather and all that stuff, blah blah blah. I actually got some stuff done on the railroad. Say I've got to go. Good night, everyone. Stay safe. Okay, you too, Rick. Thanks for coming in, man. I appreciate it. It was a real bad ride, Mike. Yeah, but it was a slow go. An Amherst, okay. So yeah, I did get a lot done, and I had a lot more to do, but I got a lot of the base work done. So let me see which camera to hit first. Let's start at the top here. I'm going to switch that. Hang on. So I've been working on my engine area. There we go. So I'm actually going to walk over here. I have my phone on me, so I can kind of try to pay attention to the chat. This took me over here, so what's that? King Fox Junction. Are you moving? It sounds like. So I'm going to move some of these cars out of the way. My camera's all over the damn place. So this end of the yard, I hadn't really worked on. I only partially was here. So I got the base scenery in here. I have the lights hooked up. I still have to do like static grass and I don't know how to run. Hey Ron, let's see for a man. There's still a lot of that kind of stuff to do. And but I did a lot of the basic stuff, like the ground cover. I got all my sanding towers in and fueling racks in. These pads in on the front of the engine facility. So got the tracks ballasted. I don't know if you can see that camera with the track ballast thing. There's a nice train coming by. I don't know if you'll be able to see it or not. For you Canadian guys up there, still got my oil train running. EJ&E unit heading it up. So yeah, you can see where I had ended it right there with the stub end tracks, and that was where my last update was, only up to there. So the other end of the layout is where that yard tower is, and the back shops for the freight cars and stuff. So that's that angle. What's this camera here? This is a camera shooting from the other way, the other side of the shops. And you can see the fueling racks. There's a sanding silo for traction sand. There's a track there for deliveries. You know, there's a tanker for fuel. Well, 2-bay hoppers will take over there, but you see a locomotive in the fuel rack. Thanks, Mike. Thanks, Pappy. Thanks, JD. Oh, I'm sure it will. Yeah, thanks, Floyd. I haven't run tanks in a while. Tanker train. Every once in a while, I'll pull them out. They're just run through for me. I don't have any industries for them. It's a cool looking run through, though. Thanks, Ron. I am way behind on your updates, Ron. Thank you, Andy. Look at Dave. You have too many really nice signature scenes. You are making the rest of us look bad. Well, thank you. Not intentionally. Problem is that damn river scene came out really well. And I feel like I got to keep topping that. And so far, I don't think I've topped it, but I do all right. Thanks, Chris. These sanding towers are from Walder's. I can send you a link to it. So I just added them right onto the fueling rack from Walder's, the latest one they came out with. I'm going to tell you, though, they're not tall enough. I had to add blocks, concrete blocks underneath all the pads. So I either did something wrong when I built them or something. They're meant for smaller, older locomotives. Maybe these aren't like the most modern racks, sanding towers. I mean, but they're not tall enough for these big Gevos to really go under. If you put them on there as built, at least not to my knowledge. Maybe I did something wrong. Sweeney Forkbeard Train Dude. I like the name. Can't pronounce it, but I like it. I like it. Let me get you a wrench there, my friend. So when you're in my live streams, you can go click on the other channels and there you go. You get a nice shot of it right there. It's right on the tracks. So yeah, I got the tracks ballasted, the main line, and then the second track there is the rival track or the lead, I guess, into the yard. You kind of see inside the engine house. There's a few details in there. A lot of that's 3D printed. Thanks to Jim Tedesco for the files. Like those little orange racks and stuff in there. Let's see. Hey, Matt, we got creamed up here in Michigan. Glad I didn't make Amherst. I got creamed even worse. That was looking great, Dave. Thank you, sir. Yeah, we got our fair share here, man. I'll tell you what. Well, so yeah, that's what I worked on this weekend. I got that. Like I said, I have a lot of details to do still. Like you can see here in between these little stub tracks at the outside of the engine house. I added some like just concrete styrene there to look like little short concrete pads outside there, and I gotta fill in some with some ballast and dirt and stuff, and I'm gonna throw some weeds and some static grass, all the stuff that makes it look nice and realistic, Yeah, good stuff, man. Yeah, I'm subscribed to you. All right, get back here. Oh, okay, Pappy. I don't know, it sounded familiar, but you must have seen I was looking confused. I got one more camera on this area, so we'll show that one as well. Kind of more of a side view there. So that's from the side. You got the fueling tower. Now I'm debating on where to put that. It's either there or off to the right side of the little like sanding silo. I'm going to call it a sanding silo. That's from the Walters pellet transfer pellet kit or whatever the hell it's called. I had an extra one. I used only 3 of them at the chocolate factory, so I had this one left over. Figured why not use that. I don't know what these. So I walk around and see chat, but it's pretty cleared up. And I don't know exactly what. Is Randall in there? There's Randall. How you doing, Randall? You stay safe out there, man. You guys got some snow too. Might as well have a blast due to the storm, yeah. Boy, you're not going to get done too quick, though. I feel like I'm a snail's pace on this thing. I got to get the stoves fired up. It's coming on sundown. Be back in a few. Cap's key is stuck. I was like, why are you yelling at us, man? Come on, Bernard. Well, don't rush back because I'm going to be getting out of here soon. I just want to kind of go over a couple things on this last scene, this last view. I don't really know what companies use. Yeah, well, I'm going to have, some stuff laying around for sure, things to make it look more real. railroad ties, weeds, some bushes and stuff. Just kind of like I did down at the other end with the not the other end when I did the tower and yeah, I have, a little piping in there. And, that's good. But the welder's rack, fueling rack, comes with lights, but they're not operational. You can buy operational ones. These are ones I got off, and that I added on. I don't know if you can really see them in that shot. Not so much. There's another one. Hey, Flying Crow, how you doing, Robert? So I don't know how much you can see him in that shot. I did put in a little road. I got just crossing out there. So, boy, I'm watching the chat on my phone, watching the video on my phone, because I'm not by the computer. And it's a good, probably 10, 20 seconds or so behind easily. So, probably why you guys are like, what the heck's going on? But, so yeah, that's what I got going on there. Yeah, again, I have a lot to do still. I've been making little short clips, putting them together as I've been going. So probably this weekend or maybe next week sometime, early February, depending when I get this more wrapped up, I'll put out an update video or just a video on this area in general. Also, a couple other things I was doing, like when I was sick. I built that little 3-store shopping center from Walder's. There's some detailing to that. I'll show that off in that too. So keep your eye out for some updates, coming up here in the next week. I'm just trying to get this more wrapped up. I might kind of do what I have here, post that video and then go a little bit more, make a second video out of it. We'll see. Depends how long it gets. So, yeah, Robert want me to call you. I'll be going to bed when I get out of here, so I won't be able to call you tonight. I got your message. We do need to talk for sure. I don't know if you're available tomorrow night or not. All right, I'll try to give you a quick call in a minute. I can't talk long though. Like I said, I gotta work at 5 in the morning. This might be the time to jump in. My grandson loves trains. Yeah, good. Yeah, a bunch of train nuts here, man. So I don't know. You guys have any thoughts on this area? I'm probably not going to go too crazy with a whole bunch of piping and everything. I'm just kind of trying to use some leftover stuff I have. I don't know how to get piping over to this fuel tank. I guess I can make it look like it's going underground or whatever, down and then up and back over to this area here where the track is where I'm going to have, the loading or unloading of tankers and sand hoppers and that. So it just gives you the illusion, you get the idea. Especially when you get further back into the scene, it's kind of hard to see from the aisle. So you don't necessarily have to be overly detailed back there. little more up here in the front, maybe, but so. There we go. Back to my ugly mug. So, I need sleep, yeah. It's a 12-hour day, man. They get long. Let me store in the kitchen, huh? Robert, my sister's leaving Nashville Thursday for Texas. I heard Nashville got it pretty bad. I am caught up. Yeah, you'll be all right, Kyle. You guys, you're still working on yours. You're early on, man. I spend a lot of time down here, man, and a lot of times I don't even do much. I get in moods where once I get an idea, like this is all kind of finally come together. This has been a long time coming. I've had the basics down as far as the track work in that yard, but I mean it's been almost a year ago when I put in that back shops that kind of hides the hole through the backdrop coming from one side of the peninsula to the other. I mean that was James. Leave Robert alone, poor guy. Thanks for saying that, James. Thanks. Well, it's either 3 12s or 4 10s. So you tell me. I'll take the 3 days a week. One of the things that kind of helped nudge me to the direction of nursing rather than like physical therapist and things like that. Well, the physical therapy assistant. I wasn't going to be an actual physical therapist. That's a freaking doctorate. I'm not going to do that kind of schooling. Was the 3 days a week. I mean, if I'm being honest, I mean, it's all patient care, it's all health care and that kind of stuff. But the 3 days a week was very appealing. It is very appealing. Now, does it get to be long, especially near the end of the day? Sure it does. But to work 3 days a week and not 5 or not 4 sounds good to me. Sign me up. And I work most of the time. I work Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Once in a while, I have to throw a Saturday or Sunday in. But when I do that, I take one of the other days off. So I get the 12-hour day, but then I'm off the next day. So I'm off on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And that's when I do a lot of my work. You know, like this weekend, the wife had some kind of, she does crafting, and then there's some kind of live crafting event online that she was doing. Not her, but she was watching, and it's like a class. Like you could pay for these classes and stuff, and buy all the materials, and they send it all to you, and then you can make. She does a lot of card making. So, anyways, long story. She was doing that. I was doing this. We kind of meet up every once in a while, say hi at dinner. You know, it was a good weekend for both of us. So, anyhow, it's about 10 after here, and I'm going to call it, I think. Again, I won't see you Thursday because I don't like to do a live show twice in a week. So we maybe will see you on Jim Tedesco's channel on Thursday evening at 6 p.m. Hey, Modeling Steel and HO. You change your name a little bit, I think. You're like 187 scale steel Modeling or something like that. Really long. Really long name. And then Monday is going to be Wilmer. We're going back to Wilmer again, right? That would be not Monday. Tuesday the 3rd. Next Tuesday. I don't get Monday from. Monday, I think, is going to be Mike. Is it you, Mike, for trackside or off the tracks? Is that you Monday? I think it was James last week. Or yesterday, I should say. One of them two knuckleheads will be on Monday night at 8 p.m., I believe you guys go up. Oh, shit. I'm already sleepy. All right. So we'll catch you in the other chats, and everybody stay safe out there. Be careful digging out, and hopefully the worst of it's behind us now. And yeah, that's what I got. So, Robert, I'll give you a quick call here in a minute. And the rest of you guys, I'll see you next time. So take care, and bye for now. I clicked something and the screen went weird. All right, talk to you later. I don't think I have any trains to show you. They ain't coming by anytime soon. So, all right, guys, take her easy. I'll get you a better shot here. That's kind of a cool shot. I'm sorry. I like that one. Like, I don't want to go, but I need to go. Thanks, Curly. Sparky jumped in here. Right there. There's Sparky. Oh, it was had to be James in because Mike was out of town. All right, guys. I'll get you a quick run by here, and I'm going to head on out once this train goes by. It's coming. Stand by. There it is. From my Canadian friends.